following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Welcome in, everybody. It is my favorite day of the year. And I know that you go, well, it's not Christmas. It is charity Christmas. It is nonprofit Christmas. It is the time that all of our people who do great things in Middle Tennessee, all of our volunteers get together and make the dollars get stretched a long way with the Community Foundation and the BIg Payback. We've got a special guest to tell you all the details. Today's the day.
We've all heard the saying that a little can go a long way. This is especially true during the BIg Payback's 24-hour online giving event, helping support hundreds of local nonprofit organizations. From 6 p.m. on May 4th through 6 p.m. May 5th, a gift of as little as $10 could be boosted by cash prizes and help to make a big difference in the life-changing work of local nonprofits. Learn more at thebigpayback.org.
Oh my goodness, Erin Holcomb from the Community Foundation joins us. Welcome. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. How crazy is it around the Community Foundation today?
You know, it is very crazy today. We are getting geared up for 6 p.m. and then an all-night event, and of course, running into tomorrow through 6 p.m. So we've got lots of things here, and I'm just getting prepped myself. So
I know. And literally you're going to be there 24 hours. This is the biggest giving event. And it is an event because you have corporate sponsors that collect and then they'll take hours, and then every community, every group has their special times when they can really make their dollars go further. And how does that work? Where they have little contests?
Yes. So we have various prizes throughout the day. So small, medium, large prizes for most dollars raised. We also have, in addition to that, our newest one, which I have to share today, is May 4th. So
May the 4th be with you.
Yes. And we have a May the 4th be with you prize at 11 p.m. tonight. So that's our newest one. And then, of course, happy hour prizes, the closest to sunset, the closest to sunrise. We have approximately $274,000 that we're giving away in prizes.
Wow. I want to tell everybody, if you go to the bigpayback.org and it says for donors and it says find a nonprofit, let's say you don't know the names of nonprofits. We've got a few that we're going to talk about coming up in the show, but let's say veterans are your heart cry. You put veterans in the search bar and every nonprofit for the BIg Payback is right there and a link to their giving page. Absolutely. Like the Charlie and Hazel Daniels Foundation. They're part of it. So
yes, so you can do a search by cause, which is great. You can also search by county because we do cover all of Middle Tennessee. We have 36 counties that are participating in the BIg Payback. So if you are interested in the South Jackson Civic Center in South Central of Middle Tennessee, you could give to them, and they're an arts-based organization. So that's just an example of some of the nonprofits that you can give to. So
Well, coming up, we're going to go to Smyrna. We're going to go to Franklin. We're going to talk about places like near and dear to my heart. It is kitten season. And those folks at Proverbs Animal Rescue are part of the Big Payback. And this is so important for the little individuals. I mean, it's really important for them to all have a space. Tell us a little bit more about what's going on with the corporate sponsors who are part of this event.
Yeah, so we have sponsors that help us with the prizes. So that's primarily where the sponsorship dollars go, to the prizes. Although we have a few sponsors that support us on the training aspect. So since you could register for the Big Payback, we've been doing training with the nonprofits on marketing that they can do and campaign ideas. And so you mentioned Proverbs, and they're doing a lifeguard kind of theme for their campaign this year around animals. And so you can ask them about that. And they've been a part of it for a long time now, I think since the beginning, since 2014. So, it's an exciting time for all the nonprofits to kind of use the knowledge that they learned through these training materials and then use it on the day of to encourage people to give.
It's just incredible. I love that people are involved, like Rest Stop Ministries. That's near and dear to my heart. Dr. Rondi Smith is out there, and whether it's human trafficking, whether it's kids, like Brightstone, that organization out in Franklin for adults with learning challenges and disabilities and mental disabilities. That is an incredible place. We're going to find out a little bit more about them. What's the easiest way, and what time does it kick off today?
So it kicks off at 6 p.m. today, May 4th, and runs through 6 p.m. tomorrow. And as I like to say, it's like happy hour to happy hour. So grab a beverage, decide what nonprofit you want to give to, and you just go to thebigpayback.org to find a nonprofit that you'd like to celebrate. You can add them to your cart, like online shopping, and then go back and find another one that you're not as familiar with, but it's kind of pulling at your heartstrings. And so add them to your cart as well.
I just love it. We're going to say goodbye to you and head to Smyrna because they've got a library that's raising money. And my friend Brittany Stevens is out there. And so we're going to head and find out about the library. Just one of the many, many, many nonprofits part of today's Big Payback. Follow the tote board. You guys can get involved. Thank you so much, Erin. I appreciate you.
Thanks, Devin.
Hello, I'm Brittany Stevens, and I'm president of the Friends of Smyrna Library.
And I'm Aaron Lovett. I'm vice president of the Friends of the Smyrna Library Board. Today we want to talk to you about the Friends of the Smyrna Library, also known as Fossil. Fossil is a nonprofit that supports our local library here in Smyrna, Tennessee. Fossil volunteers. We fundraise for special projects. We search for grants to enhance the library's programs and services. Our operating funds come from memberships, from gifts, grants, and from our popular Fossil used book sales.
Fossil is very active in the community. You may have seen us giving out free books at Depot Days, or perhaps you enjoyed a cup of delicious soup at our annual Super Saturday membership drive. Maybe your child borrowed a book from one of our little friend libraries around town that Fossil provides books for in order to promote literacy. Or perhaps you purchased some books from the Scholastic Book Fairs that our volunteers help to coordinate.
Fossil works hard to support the Smyrna Library year-round. Of course, we could not support the library without the help of our amazing community sponsors. Just to give you an idea of some of the ways that Fossil has given back, we've bought computers for the children's department. We cover the cost of movie licenses so that you and your family can come and enjoy a movie together for no cost to you. We also think it's important to maintain the library's upkeep for future generations. That's why we had a major spruce up campaign to clean up and paint the library.
Fossil shows up. Fossil gives back. But now, more than ever, we need your help so that we can continue all of these amazing programs and so much more. We could go on and on about how amazing the library is and what an impact it has on our community. this treasure trove of amazing free resources available to the community. I can tell you firsthand what a profound impact the library has had on my personal and professional lives. Some of my fondest childhood memories are of my parents bringing my brother Robert and I to summer and winter reading programs. They gave us the gift of being voracious readers, a gift that has served us both very well, and we will forever be grateful to the Smyrna Library.
So here's how you can help. Become a member of the Friends of the Smyrna Library. Individual memberships start at only $10 a year. A family can join for $25 a year, or become a lifetime member for a one-time payment of $250. You can also volunteer at the library. Make a donation to the Friends of the Smyrna Library. That's a tax-deductible donation. And please purchase a Walter King Hoover book about the history of Smyrna. And please follow us on Facebook as the Friends of the Smyrna Library. We want to help friends help the library. After all, what are friends for?
What are friends for is exactly right. The BIg Payback. All you have to do is put Smyrna in the search bar at thebigpayback.org and find all the organizations in that area. If you want to go spread out, put Murfreesboro, put Clarksville, put your town, your burg, your county in the search bar, and everything that's in your neck of the woods will pop up. Thebigpayback.org. Coming up a little later in the show, we're going to close the show with a great song called Love is Everywhere. We're going to talk to the writers and the contributors of that song in just a few. But before that, we're going to go to Columbia, Tennessee, where we have Main Street Murray, our newspaper. The Homestead Festival is coming in June.
What if you could learn how to grow your own food, raise chickens and milk cows, how to harvest, cook, can, and preserve, how to have babies at home and homeschool them as they grow, how to keep bees and start a flower garden, how to spin and weave wool, and even build, mostly a more sustainable life. And what if while you're learning, you could hear some of the greatest songs and stories from some of your favorite singers and storytellers of all time? And what if all that could happen in one weekend in one big field of dreams? On June 3rd and 4th, here at our farm an hour south of Nashville, we're bringing together some of the most influential speakers, teachers, musicians, and icons for a 2-day event where you can learn not only how to grow your own food, but how to grow a life filled with meaning and purpose. Get your tickets today at thehomesteadfestival.com.
I'm Justin Rose from Nashville, North Carolina, husband to a beautiful wife named Rebecca, father of 4 beautiful children, homesteader, permaculturalist, chicken farmer.
This is food from our land. We grew this.
We're going to respect YouTube and their rules, but we're also going to say,
There's another way.
Permaculture Chicken Ninja Master, and I'm going to show you how to live more sustainable life. Just wrapped up my talk.
Man, feel like your family.
You're the one.
27th launch of Abundance Plus. Oh boy.
I mean, that's one of our most favorite parts about this is meeting you all. So I want to be able to meet you guys when you're out of session and just kind of sneak around and get some of the other interesting things that are going on.
There's some incredible speakers coming to the Homestead Festival. If you've thought, I want to have some backyard chickens, maybe I want a better way to preserve, like I get so many tomatoes from my garden, but most of them go bad because I can't use them fast enough and I can't give them away fast enough. How about learning how to preserve? They're going to have all sorts of people helping you become more self-sufficient. And after the couple of years that we've had, doesn't that seem like a right thing to do? Well, anyway, I just wanted to share with you some of the things coming up, and that is in Columbia, Tennessee, June 3rd and 4th. It's going to be fantastic. Kevin Costner and New West. The Isaacs will be performing music and food and wonderful stuff happening. Anyway, if you have not been to the Nashville Zoo, let's talk about what's going on over on the Nashville Zoo, Nolensville Road. You see the sign for the Nashville Zoo. But at night, when all the animals go to sleep, except for the flamingos, night visions get started. You know, there are so many nonprofits involved in the BIg Payback. And sometimes there's some that I don't know about, and I discover them as I start looking through. And Tennessee Crossroads, one of our wonderful Nashville Public Television partners, what they do is they have a show called Tennessee Crossroads, and Joe Elmore is a dear friend, and I'm using this piece that he did on an organization I just discovered. It's in Franklin. It's called Brightstone, and it helps children, adult children with disabilities and mental challenges. And it's an incredible organization. They're part of the BIg Payback and used with permission by our friends at Tennessee Crossroads, the story on Brightstone.
Special education classes are designed to help Tennessee children with developmental disabilities. But what happens when those special needs children become adults? Well, often the outcome is bleak, but it doesn't have to be. This is the story of a place called Brightstone in Franklin, Tennessee, and its mission of providing hope and productive life to some special adults.
We focus on what they can do, not what they can't do. And they developed friendships, and the joy factor at Brightstone is incredible.
Randy Elliott is Director of Advancement at Brightstone, founded in 1999 to serve adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, all without help from tax dollars. It's a school that promotes learning, personal growth, and a chance to live a meaningful life.
Got it.
He was bored. He really didn't have anything engaging to do besides what our family created for him. So he was pretty lonely, I would say.
Amanda Humphreys grew up with a brother with special needs. Ryan had a lonely, empty life until Amanda and her husband discovered Brightstone.
And the change that we've seen in him, you can't even believe it. He is just excited every day to get up and go to see his friends, and he has purpose. He has just a family. He calls it his Brightstone family.
I'm the big bird, please.
Perfectly normal until he was 18, and he was in a car accident, totally unanticipated on a Sunday morning, and it totally changed his life, totally changed all of our lives.
That accident left Catherine Stallworth's brother Philip with a permanent brain injury.
He's got an opportunity to belong and to contribute, and we often think about people with disabilities not having that need, but we all have that need.
They are not only happy here, but they're productive here. So they have something of value to do every day and a reason to get up every morning, which is what we all truly enjoy in our own lives.
Brightstone's founder, Brenda Hawk, has dedicated her life to special education. She was determined to make this school one of social and work skills learning.
It is on-the-job training in these classrooms, but they don't do one job all day long, every minute of the day. So they're able to pick and choose what they enjoy doing, being trained in a variety of things, and not have to stay too long in one place.
It's easy to see why everyone says Brightstone is very much like a family, but in fact, it's also a family business.
Brightstone is a chance for students to really exercise their creativity and be a part of the social enterprise programs that we've got. So they're creating stunning ceramic products. Their artwork is made into seasonal greeting cards. We are licensed and permitted by the Department of Agriculture to make food product that's branded under the Brightstone brand. We want them to have the greatest opportunity, whatever their disability is, to have potential for greater independent living.
A number of the students here are only part-time, and there's a positive reason for that. You see, they now have part-time jobs out in the community, earning a little money and a lot of self-respect. Benny Weinberg works at Macy's in Cool Springs. He's a proud, productive member of the store's shipping and receiving department.
Benny, he's a hard worker. I know with him, he gives it his all. There's no, sometimes we have to make sure he slows himself down a bit because he goes all out. I think sometimes his work ethic is contagious because they see that he doesn't stop, he just keeps going, and that makes everybody think, oh, I better be on my A game.
You might have seen the Brightstone bus around the Franklin area. It carries these adults who don't drive to the library or to exercise or to shop and will just merge into the community.
We want them to enjoy the benefits of Franklin. And more than that, we want the non-disabled community to really have a chance to be around these adults.
What an incredible organization. Brightstone, part of the Big Payback today, 6 o'clock tonight, happy hour. It is the happiest hour of the day today, all the way to happy hour tomorrow. The giving starts then, thebigpayback.org. Well, Love is Everywhere. It's a brand new single, and there are two people responsible for it. We got one of them standing by in the green room, my friend Ty Warner. I'm going to welcome him to the show right now. Hi, Ty. How are you, darling?
All day. It's great to see you again.
Good to see you too. Yeah. Tell me about this wonderful song. Did you know that you wrote a great song for the Big Payback? You wrote a great song. You're part of a wonderful song for the Big Payback in Nashville. This is the biggest giving day in Middle Tennessee, and you get to be part of it.
Well, Love is Everywhere means that we're all part of it, correct? I mean, that's
right.
That's where we're going. Thank you so much to you for the opportunity to put this all together as a collective organization, right? So, yeah, it sometimes the stars are in alignment, and in this particular set of circumstances, they indeed are. And so we're so indebted that you and Sherry, who is just absolutely Herculean in what she does for the community globally, put this whole thing together. Yeah, in terms of chatting with you.
Oh my goodness. Well, Love is Everywhere is a song. Now you've included a wonderful vocalist, and I love her voice. Olivia Francis. Tell us a little bit about Olivia.
So Olivia is out in Nashville. She's initially from Cincinnati, and we initially got together. She when we do what we do, like chatting with you or Sherry or whoever it is, it's a part of how you're going to associate yourself with your brand, right? What is your brand? Who do you associate yourself with? And so she is an absolutely over the top, off the charts writer, performer, and she brings everything to the table that one needs. I like to refer to it as being fully functional in the industry, because you and we all know about the industry, and it's just a great journey. So this song wouldn't have the magic that it does if she weren't on the front side of the vocals. So there's no doubt in my mind. Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. Now, how did this song come about? Who are the writers on this song?
So Olivia and it actually starts a few years ago when I was I'm in the Air Force, right? And I'm a civilian with the Air Force as well right now. So, what happened was
I got to show you something, but my lanyard is a U.S. Air Force. Yes.
So what basically happened is I was with a drummer and we were at an air base in Germany, just kind of playing in the pubs and stuff. And then when I returned to the mainland here, then he actually connected with me. He brought his family over to the house. And so we're just kind of noodling around this particular living room down here, this little room, and had the piano and kind of noodling through it. And all of a sudden, the little daughter's just kind of mouthing these words to the track that we were kind of laying down. And I said, "What are you singing over there?" I think she was 5. She goes, "Love is everywhere." She's just singing "Love is everywhere." I go, boom, that's it right there. So kind of parked it. And so then from there, fast forward, I just kind of had this thing marinating. And at the time, in 19, Olivia and I belonged to Nashville Songwriters Association International, which is, I've got a chapter here in Cheyenne. I'm calling from Cheyenne, Wyoming this morning. And so then from there, we just started to craft the cut, work the cut, and got the stuff together. Then to bring it to fruition, we morphed into another organization that I highly recommend everyone look at if it's possible to put the plug on it. It's out of East Nashville, Tennessee, and it's called Home, Helping Our Music Evolve. Helping our music evolve. Logan Crowell, Belmont grad, starts the thing. It's a co-op. It's what I refer to as a musical fitness center. You walk in there, there's producers, there's arrangers, there's writers, there's studios. I highly suggest that you take a look at it if you're looking across the spectrum here of people that are listening. And so Olivia introduced me to Home, joined Home. Then from there, found the producer. Then from there, found the media guy. I mean, it's just, there's a fellow that's going to be doing our specific video that's going to come out in a couple of weeks. So anyways, from Home, we call it a proof of concept that everybody inside that construct helped us to get across the finish line with the cut. And lo and behold, we started to put it together. And then Scott Griffin, who's our producer, just polished it and wanted to make it somewhat symphonic, sort of just an anthem type deal. And it's so good. Thank you so much for saying that. For you,
it's so good.
With your pedigree, that is no, come on.
Look, I listen to a lot of music, and when I heard this, I said, I put this together yesterday. I called Sherry Cranford over at Splash Publicity, and I said, do you think you can get my buddy Ty to call in and tell us about this song? Because Love is Everywhere is exactly what the BIg Payback needs today. So we're going to close our show with that. Where can they find this song? It's just now out. Is like tomorrow is the official day?
No, released it Sunday.
Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, Gerard Longo, who's also at Home, who handles the stuff, he laid it out there for us. And, that's what I mean. There's different pockets of people in management: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. SWOT. You have to find all the different pockets of who can do and who can help. It's on all the major platforms: Apple, Spotify, everything.
The song is called Love is Everywhere, and that's how we're going to end our show. And there's so many people who've been part of our show. A big shout out. We have the most interactive show on the internet. I swear to you, so many people who show up every day. And if you are watching this later, we just put replay, so we know that. And I invite everybody to put your favorite organization in the comments today, so everybody knows about it. And remember the BIg Payback. Ty Warner, I love you more than lunch and jewelry. I do.
This is like speed devoning. This show. It's like
it is. I talk to a lot of people, but we try to keep really close to our time limit, even though we're on the internet. We there's no police, but we try to respect everybody's time because it's their coffee break with us. Have a blessed day, everybody. Be safe, be kind, but remember, most of all, you are loved. And today, remember, love is everywhere. Bye.
Dawning day, the sun is giving us the gift of light. See the birds and bees humming through the trees. Oh, Strangers passing by and sharing smiles. Neighbors say hello. Children learn and grow. Oh, the world and all her wonder. Oh, love is everywhere. Just imagine when we start to share our compassion. We will change the world. Watch it happen. Kindness is our prayer. Oh, love is everywhere. Growing in flower pots and garden beds, in the hearts of your family and your friends, in the moon, the waves, the sun and the stars. It's here, it's there, wherever you are. We got to live together. Put a little love in your heart. Give peace a chance. All you need is love. Oh, love is everywhere. Just imagine when we start to share our compassion. We should change the world. Watch it happen. Kindness is our prayer. Oh, love is everywhere. Oh, love is everywhere. Oh, love is everywhere. Oh, love is everywhere. Oh, love is everywhere.
Nothing like the sunrise with your coffee in the morning, or taking a good book off the shelf. Another thing I love the most than being on my own is together with everybody else. Together, like it's silent Sunday summers. Together, on my front porch with my friends. Together with who's ever there, standing next to me. Yeah, together is my favorite place to be.